Hi, Nicole from Snazzy Scrappin' here. Just popping on today to show you one of Michelle's new die sets that she's come out with, and it's an organisational set. I've always used a label maker to label my ink pads, but I always have done a sample of the ink and attached it to the outside just so at a glance I can see what colour I'm looking for. But with this die, you can actually punch out a good strip, so just cover it in the colour, and when you've got them stacked, you can see at a glance. You could perhaps even print it on the computer beforehand with the name, and then use the die to cut it out. The flower that Michelle's come out with, will also cut a sample. And there's the heart. Oh. And also a square. You get the three options. So if you have different ranges of ink pads, you could say do the hearts for your oxides and your flowers for your normal distress inks, or Simon Hurley ink pads, whatever you've got. You could use those for the different ranges, so at a glance you know that it's a certain type of ink and then the colour. She's also come up with this great tab die, which you could attach to a separate bit of cardboard. If you were making tabs like I have shown you in previous videos of storage ideas, that would be a great one. It's a great length to write whatever you're wanting your sections to be. Another two of the dies in the set is this oval and a square. And there's actually a smaller square as well. Now what I've used that for is to label my blending brushes. So again, do a colour of the sample of the colour, and I printed these out on the computer, but you could handwrite them and apply them. Now, some of Michelle's brushes used to come, so if you do have the blending brushes with the lids, also use the square to do a similar type of thing with the same colour. So at a glance, if you've got several brushes and several lids out, you know that that lid belongs to that brush. The smaller one is actually good for, I should mention, you can actually apply the squares to the back of the brushes, like I've done with my with these brushes here. Again, use this one for the coloured ink, and then the smaller square for the back of the brush for my dye inks. These are for my oxides and these are for my dye inks. So I have two separate brushes for the two different types of ink pads. And the last two in the set is this tiny little circle here and a little bit larger circle. And these are used for your re-inkers, and I believe that these fit the oxide sprays or distress sprays that Michelle stocks. As you can see, I've got all of my ink pads, the tops of them labelled with the colour. So at a glance, you can pick your ink and not have to pull everyone out to find the ink re-inker that you're after. Similar with my Make Arts. and that's using the smaller one here. So a great set from Michelle once again. Lots of uses. I hope you found that helpful. Thanks for watching.